Good morning students, a very hearty welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. Students, from today onwards, we are going to begin with a series, a revision series, and basically we will be discussing about all the open source alternatives of MS Office. That is, we will be discussing LibreOffice Writer, Calc and Impress. So in case of, we have already studied the basic word processing, spreadsheet application and presentation software, that is Word, Excel and PowerPoint, which are exclusively Microsoft products. So now we, as according to CBSE, we have to be well versed with both Microsoft products as well as open source options. So we are going to discuss about LibreOffice Writer from today. So let's start with today's lesson, what we are going to, the objectives of today's class. So we will be discussing basically about digital documentation, that is word processing basics. In your Comdex textbook, you have word processing basics as the name of the chapter and digital documentation in the NCERT textbook. And in the NC because in your Comdex textbook MS Word was discussed, in NCERT textbook LibreOffice Writer has been discussed. So we are going to study these 5 things: LibreOffice Writer window components, how to create a new document, saving a document, opening a document, find and replace in today's class. So let's begin with today's lesson. So LibreOffice Writer, as you can see, it is a part of this LibreOffice package, which consists of various different products like Writer, Calc, Impress, Draw and Base. So Writer is an alternative to MS Word, Calc is an alternative to Excel, Impress is an alternative to PowerPoint, Draw is an alternative to Paint, and Base is an alternative to MS Access. Like we have this window here. So here, this is the title bar, as you can see, where the title of the document, the name of the document along with its extension appears, and also the name of the application appears. So here it is the fun they had .odt, where .odt is the extension of the document, and usually it is open document text format. So please remember that any open source software stores documents in the open format. So here it is open document text format, and the extension is .odt. So anything will contain a file name, any document will be saved with a file name .odt as the extension, and along with that the name of the application, that is LibreOffice Writer, has been specified here. Next is the menu bar, which consists of all the menus, as you can see over here. It is similar to Office 2003, because in Office 2007 onwards they have replaced the menu bar and the commands and the toolbars with tabs and their ribbons. Standard toolbar, this is the standard toolbar, which consists of most of the standard commands like opening a new document, opening an already existing document, that is new, open, save, PDF, print, print preview and so on. Next is the formatting toolbar, which consists of mostly all the formatting options, as you can see here, like the font, font size, bold, italic, underline and other things. Here it is the zoom control. As you can see below, there is a slider, a zoom slider, which can increase or decrease the magnification level of your page. Then the vertical scroll bar is there to scroll up and down, and a status, and there is also usually a horizontal scroll bar also appears when you have increased the magnification level of the page to more than the screen size. Then status bar, which shows the status of various things, as we will see in the next slide. So here we see in the status bar, the first one is the page number, the second is word and character count, that is number of words and number of characters in the document. Third is the default page style. Then here the language, then next the selection mode, then the document change status, that is if we are supposed to save it, if we have made changes, it will usually appear with a star over here. Then next is view layout, how a document is viewed, and then we have the zoom slider here, and the zoom level is mentioned over here, which is currently set to 170%. Open the document using LibreOffice only. So because I already have a portable application, portable LibreOffice application on my computer, which is stored in the E drive. So I will be going to that location first. So as you can see here, so I'll be going to the E drive, then I'll be going to LibreOffice Portable, and from here I can select either this application, which is the launcher, or I can directly click on LibreOffice Writer Portable. So I'm going to first click the launcher because I will also be opening a presentation from here. Now this is one very subtle difference between MS Office and LibreOffice, which provides us with a main launcher panel where we can switch between the different applications. So you can see this is the main launcher window. From here we can easily get access to various other apps of LibreOffice, whether Writer, Calc, Impress, Draw. Also we have a math formula app over here and the database app. So I'm going to go to open file because I already have a presentation in my PC. So I'm going to open file, and I'll be first going to my team here, and yes, this is the application which I need to open. This presentation was created just to make you aware of the various components of the LibreOffice window. And here you can see a loading document status. So when the document is loading, you will get this status bar here. And once it opens, you get a tip. So you can just click on OK to close that. So here we can see these are the different things, different types of information which are represented on the status bar of LibreOffice Writer, and not only LibreOffice Writer but all the other packages, all the other apps of LibreOffice as well. So you can see all the different parts of the status bar are described over here. So we can easily come out of this. If we want, we can close LibreOffice, and we can again, by mistake I closed it. So the thing is, we can always start this, and we can also switch between the different apps. So I'm again opening the LibreOffice control panel, and you can see the moment you access any file, it appears over here as a recently accessed file or document. Now we are going to open the writer document, as you can see, because we have to, today's class is based on that. So So today's we already saw the first one, that is the components. Now we will learn how to create a new document. So as you can see, when you start LibreOffice Writer, it automatically opens a new document. So you can type whatever you want over here. So we will try to create something meaningful. So we will go to our document which we have to do. So the book which you will be using now is 402 Information Technology Class 9. So I'm just going to double click this, and this is the textbook. So I'm just changing the view to a double page scrolling view, and in this we are seeing the chapter that is digital documentation. So let's move on to that chapter. So here we are, digital documentation, and in this chapter we will be writing, we need some text to be written, like this is the page, as you can see here, report, field visit to IT job fair. So let's start with typing this. So I have written typed report over here, and the next line is field visit to IT job fair. Then next is we visited the IT job fair. So we need to just write certain things over here. So we can do that. So we already have some information over here. So we can easily type it. So I'm just going to copy this much of text, and I'm going to paste it there. So pasting is the same, Control C for copy and Control V for paste. As you can see, we have pasted this information over here. So our document is created. Next is saving a document. How to save the document? So the process is almost the same like MS Word. We go to File menu. We have a number of options over here. So we will only be going for this option, that is Save. So save option helps us to give a name to the document, and if we are saving it for the first time, it will ask for a name similar to MS Word. And if we have already saved it with a name and we are only adding something to the text, so then if we click on save, it will only save the changes and not ask for the name. So we need to, now by default it saves everything in this location, that is documents. If you want, you can change the location according to your requirement. Like I'm changing the location here, my docs, and here I'm just saving it as my or IT job fair. Always try to save your documents with the name of the with some name or some with a name which describes the document, which describes the content of the document, instead of using your names and surnames. So just we need to type the name of the document and click on save button. So you can see on the title bar over here that the document name has changed. So this is how we save the document. Next is opening an existing document. Now I'm going to close this document, or without closing I can open a document. I can either go to this option, as you can see, that is the standard toolbar open button, or you can also see the shortcut key combination Control O, or we could go to file and click on open, and from here you can just select the document which you want to open. As you can see, you can also open any type of document in uh, LibreOffice. Even if we are working on Writer, it is very easy to switch to another app of LibreOffice. So it is showing the Excel sheets also, which would open in Calc, the PowerPoint presentation also, which will open in Impress, and it can also open PDF document. So I need to open a writer document. So I have already created a writer document before. So I'm going to click on that. And this LibreOffice Writer can also open your MS Word documents also. So I'm going to first select a writer document as above and click on open. So this is the writer document, and it is, as you can see, its extension, which is .odt, is appearing there. And if you want, you can also use this open box to open any document which was created in MS Word also, like the MS Word document over here. I have selected that, click on open, and you can see that the MS Word document also opens very well in uh, LibreOffice Writer. So you can easily just make changes to it, edit it, and save it. If you want, you can save it in the .odt format, or you can save it in the docx format, and again reuse the document in MS Word. Now I'm going to close it from here. Now you can not only open any writer document, but you can also open any spreadsheet. So for that also we need to go to file, open, and as you were seeing, we already have this spreadsheet over here. I'll be selecting some other spreadsheet, maybe like this one. Click on open, and you can see that it opens a spreadsheet document in LibreOffice Calc. So it is very easy to switch to other applications also through this. And if you want, you can create other applications also, like we need to go to this option, new, click on this drop down arrow, and from here we can select any of these options. Like I want to open a spreadsheet application, I want to open a new spreadsheet, so I'll click on spreadsheet, and it will open LibreOffice Calc, and I can work here. And from here also, if I want, I can open a presentation, so it will open LibreOffice Impress over here. So it is very easy to switch between apps in LibreOffice. Next is find and replace. So find and replace also works in the similar way as in MS Office. So we will be first going to the edit menu over here, and here you will find the option find and replace. The shortcut key for find is Control F, and for find and replace, that is for replace, is Control H. So just click on find, and when you click on find, it doesn't open any new dialog box, unlike this is a difference from MS Word. It doesn't open a dialog box, right? In MS Word, in the latest version, you will get a left hand side navigation panel for that, but here we usually get a bottom panel and a find text drop down text box here. Here we can just type the name of, or we can just type the word which we are trying to look for, and press enter, and it will highlight that word on our document, as you can see here. This arrow is for find previous, this is for find next. So suppose I type here India and find next. If you click on next, it will be highlighting all the next occurrences, that is the rightmost occurrences. And if I click on find previous, it is going to highlight all the previous occurrences. So the search will be moving in the bottom to top direction in case of find previous, and top to bottom direction in find next. Find all usually highlights all the occurrences of the words, as you can see over here. Match case is used to match the case, like here you can see India is all in small letters. So if match case is used, it is usually like this. There is a difference between this India, this India, this India, and this India and any other form. That is exact case sensitive match is done in this case. So for doing that, we need to just check this match case box, which will only highlight all lowercase India from here. So if I click on find all, it is not highlighting any of the words because all the words are either in mixed case or in caps. So I'm just going to remove this and just type India in capital letters in capitalized form. So here you can see that it is highlighting all the occurrences of the words which match the case. And replace, we can also use replace over here by pressing Ctrl H. So I have used Ctrl H, the shortcut key combination. Alternatively, you can go to edit and click on find and replace, and this gives us a dialog box. So if you want, you can just type just replace the word searched word. So I can replace it with, like, if I just type here Bhopal, so I can just replace all occurrences of India with Bhopal. So I'm removing match case from here and I'm going to click on uh, okay, find next. So it first highlights the next occurrence of the word, and from here I can just click on replace to replace that occurrence, and you can see it replaced. It was, the word was Indian, so India was replaced by Bhopal. Then just go on clicking next, then again find next and replace, and the moment you click on replace, it replaces the previous occurrence and again highlights the next occurrence. So you can just keep on pressing replace over there. Replace all is for replacing all occurrences of the word. Find all can highlight all the occurrences of the words, and here find whole words only means that the word which we are looking for over here, it should not be a part of a larger word, rather it should be a standalone word. For example, if I write in, so let's try to find, see, I searched for in and it is giving me industry. That is, it is looking for in as a substring. So if I don't want it to be a part of any other word, I can click on whole words. That is, it will make LibreOffice Writer search for only standalone in words. That is the preposition in. So now if I click on find next, it is going to highlight only the standalone in words. So this is find and replace, students. Please, these were some of the few operations in LibreOffice. In the next class, we would be discussing about find and replace and its other options, and we would also be discussing something related to some extra options in cut, copy, and paste, that is editing a document. So we will be discussing editing document and a few other options of find and replace in detail. So with this, I end today's class. Please practice LibreOffice at home. And if you are coming to school, please, you can avail the lab facilities over here. So please practice LibreOffice at home, and also practice and try to compare its differences with MS Word.